year-round celebration.
The sunshade. I don't have my brochure with me. I'd show it to you.
Know that unfortunately I led the parade. We passed each other 6 times.
My name is Howard Bernstein. I'm with the Mid-Florida Alfa Romeo Owners Club. The event is one to show camaraderie among the owners of Alfa Romeo and Fiat automobiles, to enjoy a good time together, and to bestow some awards upon those who have earned them by keeping their cars in magnificent condition over the period of years. This is our 8th annual event this year.
Has it always been held here at Celebration?
It's been held here for the last 7 years.
Great. And do you own an Alfa Romeo?
We own 2 of them, my wife and I.
What models do you?
We have a 1982 GTV6 and a 1988 Spider Veloce.
How did you get connected with Alfa Romeos?
Well, over my adult years, on and off, I've owned different types of sport cars, and we moved to Florida, and I didn't have one, and we got the urge to buy one, and I finally bought one in 1994. A friend of mine had one up in Atlanta, Georgia. He urged me to join the Alfa Romeo Club, and I had no interest in doing it. 4 years later, I was recruited into it, and I wound up, this is the thing that keeps me busy every day. I'm the president of this group.
So over a period of years, I've been watching it, looking at it, and then ultimately I just took it over, went through, got the title changed, and spent about 3 years restoring it. And that's the condition that it's in now. It's not complete yet, but it's well on its way.
Well, I ordered it out of a catalog when I was in the Army on Okinawa. And they shipped it to New York, and I took it off the pier in Brooklyn. It was my race car when I got out of the Army. And then I started racing other cars, and I just put it aside in the patio. In 1979, we put tires on it, gas in the tank, and a new battery, and drove it to Colorado. And we vintage raced it during the 80s, including the Pikes Peak Hill Climb. And in 1990, I took a job in the United States State Department Foreign Service, and I put the car in to be completely restored. It was a 12-year restoration. It's got the original engine and transmission, the body's never been hurt, and it's painted the original color. In fact, the dash has not been repainted, and you can look, there are runs in the paint that the factory put there.
Hi, I'm Robert Sexton, and this is my car. It's a 1985 Alfa Romeo Spider. I'm the original owner. It has 80,000 miles on it. I keep it under the speed limit when I can. And it's pretty much all original. I try to keep it as original as possible, and it's pretty good shape. It's a good driver, handles really well, and well, it's a great passion to have an Italian car. It's always been a pleasure to drive them. They're special and unique, and you have to be a little bit unique and special to own one.
Actually, I'd been looking for a step-nose GT for a number of years. I hadn't found one. One came up on eBay. It turns out it was right here in Orlando. So I went out to take a look at it, and it was in pretty rusty shape, pretty rough shape. But since they're pretty rare, I just figured I'd buy it anyway. Didn't matter how rusty it was going to get fixed and made right. So that's what I did. I just stripped it down to nothing. I've got a friend who does body work down in Sarasota. He did all the body work, a lot of custom body work on it to repair all the panels that were rusty. And then I built it as a track car and a street car, so it'll do both. It's got a 2-liter engine in it, pushing out 175 horse, and it was dynoed when it was built, so it's a very strong motor. Running 5-speed, it's got late model spindles and late model rear end, so that it's got Atte brakes as opposed to the Girling brakes. And it runs and handles just great. It's extremely fast and a lot of fun to drive.
Janice Strickland and Fred Strickland.
Tell me a little bit about the car that we're standing in front of.
You tell them about it.
Okay, it's a mid-70s sprint car, and we put an Alfa Romeo engine in it about 3 years ago. And Janice races this one, where she's the points champion past year, the DAARA, and the car is a very dependable car with this Alfa motor in it. I run one with a 350 Chevy in it that I break at about every third race. This one's run three years with no breakage.
We already lost. Look at this one. Oh my goodness.